Iva brought it in secret. She really loves insects. I hope Boss never finds out. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am Crybaby Pumpkabun, or Lulu, and welcome back to our blind LP of AI Somnium Files and Nirvana Initiative. Last time we finished up the Komeiji and Shoma route and got the other half of Terror's name. So we went back to the very first sync we did, and did that with the path where we do know the name. So now we're gonna get to talk to Ryuki immediately after the sync. We're gonna get to find out we're gonna find out something, hopefully, about who Dahlia Boat is. First, a pipe. Camera. Wait, I'm Mizuki now, right. Pipe. Camera. The room is reflected in the two-way mirror. It's a table. You want a drink?
Sure do. Can I get a glass? Double shochu curry shot.
Ew.
How are you feeling? Sober?
Better. I only see 2 of you. I was seeing 3 of you earlier, so that's an improvement.
Why did you reverse sync?
Reverse sync?
You tried to get into my head in the sink earlier, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb.
I don't think that was Ryuki. I think that was the other being inside of him.
Actually, Mizuki, it is possible that he does not remember. The recipient of a sync does not literally experience what happens in their somnium. So he would not remember that.
Then who was trying to reverse sync?
Perhaps Ryuki's subconscious. Or the collective unconscious.
Morphogenetic field theory?
Hey, Ryuki. Do you know the culprit?
If I did, I would have caught them already.
The man in the iron mask in Somnium. I know that he is the culprit in the HB case, Terror. But Dahlia Boat. Is that another pseudonym? I heard the boat part 6 years ago at the cathedral. But Dahlia, how did you know that part of the name?
Well, that's because...
Because of a different timeline.
Hey, Ryuki. What's wrong?
Okay.
Ryuki's brain. I am detecting anomalies in the firing of multiple neurons. It is not fatal, but he will be unable to speak for a while.
What caused it?
Unknown. However, it is advisable to not continue pressing Ryuki further.
Then I guess I'll have to investigate the old-fashioned way.
Well, at least we now have a name. Passed mildly away, Mizuki, Chapter 1. Abyss Headquarters, February 11th at 9:30 a.m.
Mizuki, I heard you synced into Ryuki, but you didn't get anything out of it.
That's not true. A mask. Reminds me of that masked woman. Who was she, anyway?
That reminds me of Iris for some reason. I hope that girl is doing okay.
Iris's condition is cured. Don't jinx it.
If there are a lot of fish in the sea, why am I drowning?
There.
A ball. It is what it looks like, but it's actually a mysterious organism that flew down from outer space. Now that's scary. Is that a reference to Parasite?
Hey, Prez. You are looking so cute today.
What the hell are you doing?
Those guys belong to Lemniscate, right? I was hoping a certain someone might arrange a meeting.
Iva, let's get out of here. We've got a case to solve.
Hey, come on! It looks like an old map, but I changed it recently. This one shows the Belt Transit System, the BTS.
Isn't that copyrighted?
Huh? What do you mean?
Mizuki, could you find me one of those yellow bath buckets?
Why?
I would like to make a pool out of it.
Mizuki, I've got it. When you square the hypotenuse of a triangle, you get the sum of the squares of the other two sides.
Yes, that's the Pythagorean theorem.
That is the Pythagorean theorem.
So, what?
There was a murder at Spur a long time ago. The culprit's name was...
No, don't say it! Spoilers!
I used to read that a lot when I was younger. That manga magazine. Ribbon? I don't get that one. I will shine a light on this case, is what I was going to say, but I decided against it. Did you know that that fugitive can mean a person running from the law, and also how color changes due to light in the atmosphere? Did not know that. There's actually a cricket inside that potted plant. Iva brought it in secret. She really loves insects. I hope Boss never finds out.
Why do we call pumpkins Jack?
I thought this was Jill.
Yeah, he could be Bill.
You two get along well.
Why is there a big catch flag here?
You don't get it? The criminals we arrest are our biggest catches.
There's a coffee maker on the shelf.
Boss, you got that.
I'm over here.
What's your favorite shogi piece?
I like the gold one and the one with the stud on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, Mizuki. You ever get your boyfriend that hard?
No?
You don't even have a boyfriend.
Even if I did, I wouldn't.
I'll bully that balloon, is what I was going to say, but I decided against it. Scary lanterns. He used to say that all the time.
I want a drink.
You're only 18, so no.
Then I'll partake.
You're only like 12.
And you're 12.
Hold up, Iva. Can you even drink?
That's Ma's grave.
Ma? From the host club?
Yup. I dug him that grave after he canceled on me last minute.
That doesn't sound like a joke.
Why are volleyballs colored like that?
They color them like a crazy person's website.
Mizuki, you know about that mannequin, right?
How he's alive? Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked a few times.
Why can't I eat just the toppings?
Same. Now time to start talking with them. About sinking without permission.
Oh, so you do understand that you did it without my permission.
You said you'd let me handle it.
And I also said not to do anything dangerous.
But I did find a lead.
About Dahlia Boat.
Dahlia Boat, huh? But what does that get us exactly?
I searched every database I have access to. I did not find anything that connects that name with terror.
There's gotta be some kind of hidden meaning. Ryuki would know.
You can't assume that, Mizuki. I checked the sync log this morning and something is definitely off. We know Ryuki isn't mentally stable right now. A person's memory can be wrong at times, especially after trauma or mental disturbance.
So we can't assume anything we got from Ryuki is the truth?
Boss is correct. There is no guarantee that what is experienced in Somnium is exactly what that person saw.
Yeah, but it isn't completely random either. The person being synced had to have experienced something that made their Somnium that way.
True, but...
Listen, it's just best that you don't put too much stock into what Ryuki says right now.
How late were you drinking last night?
Wait, how did you know?
Peter told me.
Pewter told me.
Running his mouth. I'm gonna cut his pay.
I like how I merged with Ryuki's way of thinking, and I already understand Mizuki just instantly.
You're getting old. You should stop cruising bars.
Ugh, could you not sound like my daughter?
daughter?
Yeah, she has a daughter.
Ah,
She's like 24. You have a daughter?
well, yeah.
I had no idea you had an illegitimate daughter.
She's not illegitimate. It's not like a secret or anything. It's just no one ever asked. Okay, that's enough digging into my private life for the day.
Is Ryuki okay?
He was carried to the medical office last night. After a day's rest, he gathered himself and headed home.
I'm guessing he's drinking again.
Should we use GPS?
No, it's fine. I won't get anything useful from him right now.
Ryuki is currently on leave. After the explosion 6 years ago, he just needs more time. I'd like to have him help with the investigation, but I don't want to put that pressure on him right now.
About the corpse at the stadium.
You heard about the DNA results, right?
No?
Yeah, Peter told me last
Yes.
night.
The DNA extracted from Jin's right half 6 years ago. The base sequence was an exact match with the left half that was found. A 100% match. They definitely belong to the same person.
I don't know. Now that gene editing is on the table, DNA can be changed, so...
But how is that possible?
What about the masked woman?
Masked woman?
The shady chick who tried to shoot me with a gun.
Oh, her. We're looking into her based on what Iba recorded. But we haven't found anything yet. No witness statements either.
You've met her before, Miski.
Maybe she's with Terror.
Why would you think that?
Well, she looked like a bad guy.
As a police officer, you should refrain from judging by appearances.
Right? Well, do you not get to talk to Iba?
Hey, Mizuki. Aren't you forgetting something?
Huh? Was it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm your superior. You should be more respectful when talking to me.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sir, yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. I'll be careful, boss lady.
Teenagers.
So, what are you going to do now, Mizuki?
I'm gonna talk to you.
I think I'm gonna head to the stadium. There might be some leads that only I can find.
Sounds good. But, as I said before, don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Respectful?
Roger that, Sergeant.
Sheesh.
Why are you there?
It gets really tight in your eye socket, you know. I wanted to stretch out a bit so I don't get too used to that economy class.
Excuse me, my left eye is first class, unlike Date.
What is your body made out of?
Body?
The rubbery part of you. That's not the eyeball.
Oh, this? I believe it is made from seaweed extract of some kind.
That's cool.
In a predicament, you can eat it.
What are you looking at?
Why do you ask? Isn't it obvious what I'm looking at?
Who's that?
Who is this cutie? Her cuteness is gonna make my eyes pop out of their sockets.
Your eye is already popped out.
No one ever compliments me, so I had to do it myself. But in all seriousness, I might just be the prettiest girl on the planet. Why is it I can't seem to find any decent men?
Because you've rejected every man that's come close to you?
Because they're all pushy basic bros.
Introduce myself.
I'm Mizuki Date, formerly Okiura. I'm a senior at Sekiba High. I'm 18. I run a company and I'm a singer at Abyss. Recently, I've been worried that my lifestyle is making my skin break out and I'm putting on weight. And since I run into so many low-life criminals, it's really been affecting me.
You seem tired. Don't push yourself too hard.
That's enough, Iba. You can close it.
Alright. So now we're on to the next place. To the stadium. Oh, we get a little scooter. Stadium, February 11th at 10:35.
The body's been taken away.
Of course. The winter cold may help, but the body would still naturally decompose if left unattended. They also needed to perform an autopsy.
I just wish I could have examined it a little more.
Why not use my function?
What function?
VR?
This is not your first crime scene. You have done this many times before.
Oh, that!
Indeed.
Iba, please do your thing.
At once. I am replaying the scene from when the body was found. I have scanned from edge to edge for this recreation.
I really can't get used to this. It's like going back in time. But I thought I remembered officers being around.
Oh, right. This would be your first time seeing the scene this way. When creating a VR space for an investigation, irrelevant information is not replicated.
Got it.
Now, let us begin. The point I am most curious about is,
How the body was carried over there.
as I previously stated, no footprints were found at the scene. Let us focus our investigation on that fact first.
It's gonna be the nanocarbon tubing again. Okay, so confirm status of the corpse. There's a lot of stuff around that we can look at. But let's... So we got the halfway line. You know, let's just start by following instructions. It says confirm the status of the corpse.
Every time I see this, it hits me that this is really Jin Furue. It's crazy that the other half of his body was found 6 years later.
The cause of death was the body becoming severed in two. He was cut at a molecular level, identical to the right half that was found 6 years ago. The culprit is most likely Terror.
And no other damage to the body besides being cut in half, right?
None.
Nothing like falling from a great height?
Impossible. If that had happened, there would be signs of impact damage to the body.
Okay, the only wounds on the body are the cut itself. It's the halfway line for soccer. It's a display board showing lap times. The goal? It's a soccer goal. Okay. More things to investigate. The bleachers are empty.
Hey, Iba, how far is it from the corner of the seats to the middle of the center circle?
Approximately 190 to 220 feet.
Could the body have been thrown from the bleachers?
Pardon?
That would explain how the body got there with no footprints.
Hold on. There is so much wrong with that.
What do you mean? The record for the hammer throw is 284 feet.
Okay, but this is a body and it's kind of positioned really well.
The hammer is 16 pounds. The body in question is indeed cut in half, but it still must weigh more than that.
Maybe they used a catapult.
Have you forgotten? No other damage to the body was found besides where it was cut. If the body were thrown, there would be evidence of that.
I see.
Okay. I just realized there is an issue with the idea of the nanocarbon tube. We've already looked at the soccer goal on the other side. The melted snow has wet the grass, but there are no footprints. Looks like there's something shining here. Right there, like whenever it pulses. And I don't know. Okay. We do have more investigation stuff now. The halfway line for soccer. Okay, like, I want to look at this sparkly thing. It's an odd spot on the ground and an unnatural object on the ground.
I got an idea. Could someone else have gotten plastic surgery to look like him?
I suggest using the X-ray mode to find out. If there was any surgery,
Right.
you would see chiseled bone or silicone. There would be internal evidence left behind.
I forgot we can do the other modes. Now we can find the small object.
There's something in the grass.
It appears to be a screw.
The grass was so long you couldn't see it with the naked eye.
So we got a screw. This thermal mode. Oh,
The temperature is a little lower here. It's like something spilled.
it's like blood.
This is related to specific heat capacity.
Water has a high specific heat. I know that much.
What's that?
Basically, it is how easily something heats up or cools down.
Or how much energy is absorbed by it.
Something that heats up and cools down easily has a low specific heat capacity.
So I have a low specific heat capacity.
You have the opposite. Anyway, as you can see, the melted snow has caused water to begin to cool. However, whatever liquid spilled here has a lower specific heat capacity than water, so you perceive it as being colder.
Any idea on what it could be?
Analysis complete. It is an oil used for lubricating machines.
Is it the robot that Shoma built?
Machine oil, huh?
Okay. So that's, I think, the odd spot on the ground. Need to X-ray the corpse.
His bone structure is standard. Nothing has been done to his face, nor his body.
So you're saying
There is no evidence of plastic surgery.
it's Jin for sure.
Okay, situation of corpse internals. I guess maybe we need to look at that spot some more. Thermal. No, I guess not. Okay. We've looked at all three things here. I'm not seeing anything else in thermo besides the thing we've already looked at. So what is this odd spot on the ground that I'm missing? I have a feeling I'm going to be cutting some stuff.
What's this?
Oh.
Hey, look at the halfway line.
Oh, okay. Is it like a tire track?
It's hard to tell because of the white chalk, but
I see slight grooves in the ground with the X-ray mode. Is this a tire tread?
A one-wheeled robot.
a bike maybe.
If that were the case, we would see evidence of 2 overlapping tire treads. But there is only the one.
So, something with one wheel. This tire track. It looks familiar.
Okay. And I think that might be time for the reenactment to start then.
That should complete the investigation. Using the evidence we found, we can replay Terror's actions.
How did Terror move the body to where it was found? That's what we need to figure out.
Let us begin.
Okay, I feel like this is a really easy one.
How is the body carried without leaving footprints?
We should consider how exactly it was carried.
How the corpse ended up where it did.
Yes,
It was over the soccer field.
There was no additional damage to the body. If it was dropped from above or thrown from somewhere, that wouldn't be the case.
correct. Now consider the lack of footprints.
There's the tire tread, though.
There were no footprints. But we did find other prints, right?
What specifically?
Right here, on the halfway line. You see the tire track?
Something with one wheel was used to carry the body.
Something with just one wheel made this track.
What was it?
Probably the robot.
I think it was a robot.
There's a screw in the halfway line.
The screw we found in the grass. And the machine oil? You have to think they're connected.
Perhaps a one-wheeled robot. But we cannot conclude that it was a robot based on this evidence alone.
I guess not. But those tire marks looked familiar.
Let us imagine it was a mono-wheel robot, and it carried the body along the halfway line.
Yeah.
Let us begin recording.
Huh? Recording?
Okay, Miss Star in the Making. I am the director/cameraman, Aiba Kurosawa.
I didn't know you had a last name.
Kurosawa?
You don't know Kurosawa?
Oh, right! That guy.
I am going to start rolling soon, so please show me your best acting.
Hold on. I don't even know what this is.
No talking back to your director. You're an actress.
I'm a police officer.
That is basically the same thing. For both jobs, you need to show some skin.
No.
Neither job requires showing skin.
Enough worrying about the little details. You simply need to play the part of terror.
Why?
Let us begin. Ready? Action!
My name is Terror. 'Twas I who cut Jin in half. Now I shall carry this corpse to the center of the pitch.
Oh, this is some superb acting. So, how are you going to accomplish that?
Using this! I'll use this robot remotely and... this is hard. Things look dicey there, but I got it back! Whew! I did it.
Cut! Wonderful. Great acting.
Now we have an excuse to go look for Shoma.
I especially liked the performance of your eyes. You have the eyes of someone who has actually killed a man before.
Can you not say that, please? Anyway, this robot.
Looks like Shoma's.
Aiba, you were thinking the same thing, huh?
Yes, I saw it before as well.
Shoma's one-wheeled robot.
Cleared it perfectly. Woot woot.
Do you recall the grooves on that tire?
But it just can't be. Shoma can't be Terror.
Despite the circumstances, the possibility is not zero.
No way.
The best thing to do is confirm with him directly.
Where is Shoma?
Unknown.
Really?
I cannot locate his GPS signal.
Oh, yeah, he does that.
His smartphone is either off or somewhere with no reception.
So sending a Nile message is pointless too. Guess we have no choice but to look for him. Where could Shoma be?
Naturally, we should head to the Enda residence. There is also a high likelihood of him being at Ramen or Matsushita Diner.
I think I've seen him testing his robot at Yoyagi Park too.
While not directly related to Shoma, there are records of Jin Furue being hospitalized at Central Hospital.
Maybe we can ask about Jin too.
We should also head to Sekiba High.
That's where the second body in the HB case was found.
Where should we go first?
Oh, I just realized that means that Komeji's dead right now. Oh my god, I forgot. Alright. We'll get to a couple of these places today, and then we'll have to wait for next time to finish it. I kind of want to start with Central Hospital just to hold off on seeing everyone again. So I can have something to look forward to for next time. Central Hospital, February 11th.
Sorry to bother you at work. You're Jin Furue's...
Yes. I was his nurse when Ginny was here. I call him Ginny because he was still in his late teens when he was here. Of course, he grew up. He was but to me, he's still that little kid.
Mizuki, don't push her onto that.
What?
Oh, sorry. Old habits.
Look, a UFO!
Right, sure.
Probably. I mean, every flying object is an unidentified flying object if you're really bad at identifying things. Oh, we can wink sync too.
I've had enough with marriages. It's really a hassle to build up a relationship. I'm too busy, and I'm almost 40.
Oh, so you're not the nurse from the first game.
Wow, she looks nothing close to 40.
She does look young for her age.
Okay. Has this happened before?
I don't know. I'm bad at remembering things. They call me an airhead, even though I'm a lifesaver.
What's your name?
My name is Hana Yonasu.
Do you have any skills?
I can get them in the tightest spots.
The needle?
No, I'm talking about cars.
Interesting.
You're talking about parking?
Let's talk about Jean.
I remember Ginny well. I heard he was born kind of frail, and he'd been in and out of the hospital since he was young.
You heard?
Yes. As I said earlier, I was only his nurse when he was in his late teens.
What kind of illness did he have?
It was a visceral disease. Though by the time he passed, he was completely cured.
I cannot search anything on Jin's illness. Those records have been completely wiped.
About Jin.
I never thought he'd get so big. When I first saw him in the magazines, me and some older nurses that knew him were really surprised. When he was a kid, he was shy and really timid. He couldn't even use the restroom alone at night. He was so soft-spoken. I never thought he'd become so successful and become the president at a big company. But he was killed. That's about it, though. I haven't seen him since he left the hospital.
Anything you noticed about him, seeing him from afar?
Well, let's see. He'd really changed.
Did he almost look like a different person?
Are you suspecting a change in identity?
Yeah, we can cross off twin or clone, but maybe he was replaced by someone else.
No, I'm sure it was him. I only saw him in pictures and read about him, but he was a neat freak. Very meticulous. I could sense it in his words. I'm positive it was him.
So I think this is more like confirming that he probably got the gene-altering therapy from Horodori. Alright, to Sekaba High. We might run into someone here. Oh!
Ryuki, what are you doing here?
Oh, Mizuki. Isn't it obvious? I'm here for the reinvestigation.
Reinvestigation?
6 years ago, the second victim of the HB case was found in this classroom. Chikara's right half was on the blackboard. Thought it'd be a good place to get some hints, but there were no other leads. Alright, Ryuki, we're wink syncing. So you're clearly doing
Ryuki.
well.
I cannot determine anything from him when he is in this state.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you look tired. You should go home and rest.
I don't have time to rest. I need to find the culprit. Besides, I had Tama tie me up tortoiseshell bondage style earlier, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you should definitely just head home.
It's all right now, because I am here! Half-mates! Half for all! We are full-time heroes!
I can do anything. I'm like a superhero. I won't lose to the bad guys. And if anyone gets in my way...
Let it be. He is not capable of participating in normal conversation.
Clearly not.
He's especially bad today.
Reinvestigating what?
The investigation has only just begun. I need to keep my eyes wide open. I need to see the pieces. Lost beyond time. This is my case.
But, Ryuki, you're...
Hold on, Mizuki. Ryuki is not well. He is traumatized. But in these circumstances, it is better to not push back against things he says. You may inadvertently make his condition worse by denying his delusions.
Really?
Yes. It is common practice for patients in Ryuki's condition.
Okay, Ryuki. Just don't do too much, okay?
Oh, I know. The shrine. Ikume Shrine. I'll go there.
Okay.
It'll help me calm down.
Probably.
There he goes.
There is nothing we can do for him. It is best to let him be. Ryuki was traumatized by the events 6 years ago, and has been hurting ever since. He tried to return to work, but his symptoms worsened.
Yeah, he's supposed to be on leave of absence to get better, but...
His symptoms have not improved. Anyway, there are no leads here.
Let's get going.
Okay. I am aware that this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but that's okay with me. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're all enjoying the story as much as I am, and I'm hoping you're all going to continue enjoying it as we continue to find out what all is happening. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see everybody next time. Bye! Much longer after that. Oh, which direction? Which direction do you like? Down. As in fish. Dang it. Trying to get crazy.